When people hear cheap Mercedes, they usually think of electrical nightmares, endless warning lights, and repair bills bigger than the car itself. But that reputation mostly applies to modern Mercedes. There was a time, especially in the late 1990s and early 2000s, when Mercedes-Benz built cars with one priority: longevity. Over-engineering wasn't a buzzword. It was the rule. Today, we're counting down 10 Mercedes-Benz models that you can still buy for under $5,000 and that mechanics still respect. 10. Mercedes-Benz C-Class W202. The W202 C-Class was Mercedes downsizing done right. Simple design, conservative electronics, and engines that refuse to quit. The standout here is the C240 with the M112 V6 engine. Smooth, naturally aspirated, and famously understressed. These cars regularly pass 250,000 miles with nothing more than routine maintenance. Rust can be an issue, but mechanically they're rock solid. 9. Mercedes-Benz E-Class W210. Yes, the 4i E-Class had rust problems, but underneath the paint, absolute tanks. The E320 with the M112 engine is the sweet spot. Simple automatic transmissions, no turbos, no direct injection. Fix the rust, maintain the suspension, and this car will outlive most modern sedans. 8. Mercedes-Benz CLK W208. The CLK was never about cutting-edge tech. It was about comfort, balance, and timeless design. Paired with the M112 V6, the CLK is one of the most dependable coupes Mercedes ever built. Soft ride, strong drivetrain, minimal electronics compared to modern standards. 7. Mercedes-Benz C-Class W203. Early W203 models get a bad reputation, but the pre-facelift versions are surprisingly durable. Again, the M112 engine saves the day. Avoid later years with excessive electronics and balanced shaft issues. Well-maintained examples are still daily drivers today. 6. Mercedes-Benz ML Class W163. This was Mercedes' first modern SUV, and despite its flaws, it nailed durability. Built in the United States, yes, but powered by proven engines like the M112 V6 and M113 V8. These SUVs are simple, body-on-frame, and brutally tough. 5. Mercedes-Benz E-Class W211. When people say the last good E-Class, this is what they mean. Early W211 models with non-airmatic suspension and the M112 engine are extremely reliable. Avoid complex options, keep it simple, and this is a luxury sedan that ages gracefully. 4. Mercedes-Benz S-Class W220. Yes, the S-Class made the list. While later versions became electronic nightmares, early W220 models with steel suspension are surprisingly dependable. You get flagship comfort, V8 power, and old-school Mercedes engineering. 3. Mercedes-Benz C-Class W204. The W204 marked a return to form. Better build quality, better interiors, and improved reliability across the board. Look for naturally aspirated engines, avoid early turbo experiments. This is one of the safest, modern-ish Mercedes buys under $5,000. 2. Mercedes-Benz E-Class W124. This is where legends are made. The W124 is widely considered one of the most durable cars ever built, period. Mechanical simplicity, overbuilt components, and engines that run forever. Many are still on the road with 500,000 miles. 1. Mercedes-Benz C-Class W201 190e. The King, the car that defined Mercedes' durability. The 190e was built when Mercedes engineers were allowed to overbuild without limits. Everything feels mechanical, everything feels intentional. If you want a Mercedes that will outlast trends, regulations, and modern nonsense, this is it. Final thoughts. Cheap doesn't always mean bad, and old doesn't always mean unreliable. These Mercedes were built in an era when durability mattered more than touchscreen size. Choose wisely, maintain properly, and these cars will reward you with decades of service. If this video helped you, hit like, subscribe, and let me know. Which old Mercedes do you trust the most?